Right now I'm sitting across my big bro.
He's gonna start shooting no warning, yo.
My big bro, Brandon Jolly, for this interview thing I've been planning for a while. Here we go. So,
Yo! Alright, I like this type of interview.
Yeah, tell me about yourself as a dancer. Like, when did you start dancing? How did you get into it?
Yikes. My mom always wanted to be a dancer growing up, so me and my sister, she had us in ballet and jazz and tap growing up, and African and modern. I started out in praise and worship, like the first structured organization lessons was in church. I was 11 years old doing praise and worship. So learning how to connect with music, listening to the feelings of a song, and being able to portray it as a dancer, being able to paint a visual image is where that's, anyone in church, I know, man, you get that. You can get the Holy Spirit from word in the morning, right before the sermon comes on. You get somebody that's dancing. Yeah, it was like that, man. That was the first thing that made me really realize that you can dance and make someone's life just better than watching you just perform. So definitely, that was when I first started.
Why do you dance now?
I got bills. I got bills, man. I got a 6-year-old kid. What keeps me dancing now? The base of it is my passion. I'm psychotic. I have always believed my whole entire life that rules don't apply to everybody. Actually, rules don't apply to anybody. Really is based off of what your purpose is being put on this planet. And one of the things I've always believed is that God has a purpose for everybody. So if you're a chef in the kitchen, if you are an office manager, carry out what you're supposed to do to your ability, your top. Me being a performer, an entertainer, it's been my duty since I started my first show that I did in front of anyone. I was 12. After might have been a summer or two after praise and worship. I was taking lessons at this teen program, summer camp, Willingboro, JFK program in Willingboro, and there was this guy from New York named Giovanni, and taught us reggae. And at 12, this is back in '96, learning how to do the heel toe and learning how to do the broke up. Where broke up now is now transitioning to cats doing bone breaking and a lot of that flexing stuff you see in New York. It started out in '96 when cats doing bone breaking and broke up and reggae. So from that, being on stage in front of 500 of the kids that were in the program, that is where it started for me. That you dance and you dance well and you train, because I trained all the time. You get free food. So I remember at 12 and 13, I was getting free hot dogs, and where other people wasn't getting that same privilege. But nowadays it's transitioned to where it's still fun, but it's business. Every day I wake up, it's an email, it's a phone call, something serious. My son who's 6 years old, he's dancing too. He looks at me like I'm his everything. So it's like that for me, is I can't stop if I wanted to, because he'll look and be like, yo, my friends said they seen you on TV, Daddy. They seen your YouTube video. They seen you in this movie. You can't stop when you got something like that going for you, man. Along with my younger bros, shout out to everyone, Marcus and, Saber. I know the boy personally. I know the boy. It's young Mark, man. But yeah, that's what keeps me going now, man. God too. I wake up and I pray about everything every morning. I get a daily Bible verse every morning. I read it, I meditate on it, and I really try to see how can I put that to my life. What can I do to bring more of lost souls closer to God? So even with the secondary music that I may dance to, whatever the case is, it's still along the lines of being formatted to what I'm supposed to be doing in this world. So I'm just trying to put my little part, man. Can't change the world, but I change a corner of it. Change my little corner of the world. I got bills.
Alright, where do you want to go with your dance career right
Yikes! Yikes! Yeah. Ask that question again.
I'd rather not. Just answer the question.
Where do I want to go with my dance career? Well, what I've learned so far in the last 12 years of dance professionally, dance is only going to take you but so far. From the movies to the background dancing that I've done for different artists and celebrities, you only make it but so far. You got to be multi-talented. So nowadays, my main thing, my bread and butter, is emceeing. So I'll get on the microphone and I'm hosting events, Sweet 16s and major club events for a local station out here. If you're not from this area, Q102 is a huge, that club music sound thing, and I've been working for them off and on for a while. A lot of major clubs in the Philadelphia area, on and off of my DJs, what I've been doing. But I'm still, of course, teaching class, still auditioning. New York is still my second home. I'll be back in New York this summer with auditioning. So shout out to exploretalent.com too. Them people, they hooking me up with auditions.
How'd you get into MCing?
Dancing. Dancing opens up a lot of doors. I see a lot of guys nowadays that are acting in movies that I idolize because I want to be an actor. That's my main thing, is being an actor. I see a lot of guys that are dancing, that were dancers. What's the boy name that played in Triple X movies? My man that played in Fast and Furious.
Vin Diesel?
Vin Diesel. He was a break dancer. Like, I researched it. My man was nasty. Head spins, 90s. He was a popper. He was a breaker. And, you know what I mean? Of course, he was a lot smaller, but he was still cut. That got him into movies. So I see myself getting into that. So far as emceeing, though, it was dancing. It opened up the doors, and it was more so like, hey, you have a lot of energy. You know, you're a crazy guy. You can get a microphone and carry this crowd, for sure. So, definitely. MCing, definitely, it's a whole different thing, though. You got your club events, you got your drunk white girls and your drunk black girls, and the party guys, it's their birthday. You got your bar mitzvah girls, where you got 13 and under, and sweet 16s and weddings. So it's a different aspect, but at the end of the day, I'm dancing at every event. I'm still putting the mic down, and I say, due to young Saber here, I have Saber and my son, they've taught me how to actually do maneuvers so far as breaking. I can slide on my head now and spin on my head maybe one time because I'm getting old. I think I might hurt myself, but Saber, thanks for watching you train as a breaker. It made me better.
All right, trying to think whatever questions I could throw at you. If there was somebody saying, oh, they want a dance career, what advice would you give them?
It's a lot of hard work, yo, for real. There's been a lot of sleepless nights, yo. I mean, I'm talking dancers. Understand this: if you get a gig, a major gig, don't think that's it. You have to keep going, yo. Years ago, when I battled the Morion, to being the head choreographer for Six Flags, to dance for MTV when I was choreographed for this show called America's Top Pop Group. You actually can, I think YouTube actually has a couple episodes, but there's a group, NJ5. They're all over YouTube. NJ, the number 5, IVE. I choreographed all of their sets, and that for me at that time, I thought I was good. I mean, I was showing Jennings and his background people, and Fabulous, and Nelly, all types of people like that. Fantasia, and you know what I mean, and anyone that at that time was popping, I was chilling with them because I was a choreographer on the scene. I would tell you, don't give up, please. You have to understand that you can do something big in your career, but 6 months after that, the next client's going to say, well, what have you done lately? What are you doing now? You know what I'm saying? What are you doing right now? Where are you at right now? Sorry, silence that. What are you doing right now? You know what I'm saying? You did that. That's great. That was last year. What about now? Did Step Up 3D? I don't even tell people I even did the movie anymore. Step Up 3D was a couple years ago. So what? Was I in the movie? Yes, I was in the movie. Can you see me? Yes, you can see me. You got to press pause at a certain second, though, to find me in the movie. Where's Waldo? But the check was cool. I was able to take care of my bills, bought some new sneakers and stuff like that, and that, you're on to the next thing now. You know what I'm saying? You gotta, as a dancer, you have to be your own businessman. If you don't have an agent, please read a lot. I don't read books, but I'm constantly reading articles online, constantly Googling stuff. You gotta read.
All right, I'd like to thank you for the interview, and yeah.
Hey. Listen, I'm goofy and I'm silly, so this is something I learned recently that's nothing to do with the interview. If you put a lobster in boiling water, it makes no noises. You wanna know why? Don't worry, I'll wait. It has no vocal cords. I'm out.